Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we are debugging memory leaks in JavaScript. So we have a basic example here with some code. We have a button with ID leak button. And on clicking of this button, what we are doing is we are taking an event listener of click and we are pushing some values into an array. So we are taking a leak array and we are pushing some values like up to 1000 elements with the string leak. And then we are logging the final array size into our code. So this is the basic example of the code that we have. Next, we go to the browser and we see that the button is there. Next, we go to the inspect tab and we go to the memory tab. Now, in the memory tab, as you can see, there is a profile section, and here you can see the heap size that currently there is, and sometime it will change. So, what we are going to do is we are going to click on allocation instrumentation on timeline here, and then we hit record. Then we hit the click me button, and then we hit pause. So, this will generate the memory profile. And as you can see, the heap size that we had has increased from 1.2 MB to around 3.3 MB. So there was a spike in the memory. And if you go to the snapshot and click here, you can see that there is an array with 500 values that you have. And then there is another array which has the most retained size. So if we go here, you can see that there is around 2 MB of heap size here, which was allocated to an array, which has been retained. And even if you click on the collect garbage, here, like the garbage collector here, as you can see, the heap memory size remains same. What this means is the garbage collector hasn't cleared the memory which is allocated to this array and is still remaining in the memory. Similarly, what we can do is we can go to the heap snapshot and we can record the current snapshot using take snapshot button. So this is the current snapshot with the maximum size allocated to the array. Next, what we will do is we will go to the profiles and we can see that currently it is at 3 MB. Then we click on click me button again and we hit the click me button. And as you can see, there is a spike of around 2 MB again into the snapshot and it is retained. Like if I click on collect garbage, the memory is not like released and it is getting retained. Now, if we go to the take snapshot again, then we can clearly see that around 4 MB is allocated to that array itself and it is retained, like it is not getting removed by the garbage collector, internal garbage collector in JavaScript. And this is basically the example of memory leaks. So what memory leaks are is the memory which is allocated to a particular variable is getting retained and it is not getting removed even after the work of the function is done. And as you can see, the memory is getting retained here. So what we can do to fix this, that is the question. And if you clearly see the allocations, you can see that it is caused by an array. The next thing that we do is we go back to our code and we add another statement here, which is the leak array that we had. We clear it at the end using leak array is equal to empty array and we hit save. Now we come back to our code. We go to the profiles. Currently it is at 5 MB. We don't want that. So I'm going to click here and empty cache and hard reload. So this will basically reload the cache. And currently it is as 5 MB. We don't want that as well. So let's copy this code again, open it into a new tab and hit save. Then close the tab, click on inspect again. And we go back to the memory tab. Now the heap memory size is 1.3 MB back to the base memory type. Next, this time we again go to the allocation instrumentation on timeline and we hit record and we hit click me. There is a spike. Then we hit save. Now, the one thing that we see here is even though there was a spike, now we don't see the allocation here. And if we go to the profiles, the memory remains same. That is, it is again coming back to 1 MB. Let me show you this again. So I hit click me. The memory should spike to 3.1 MB and we wait for the garbage collector cycle. And in some time, the garbage collector cycle runs. If you want to force it, then you can click on collect garbage. And as you can see, the garbage get collected and the 2 MB memory size is getting released. The reason why this occurred was we emptied the array and it's a simple example of how to fix memory leaks. So if you have any array which is having a lots of memory and if you think that it is getting retained somewhere, then for fixing that you need to empty that array using the empty statement and this will remove the if memory size that it has and will free up the memory. Again, what we can do is similar to how we did on allocation instrumentation on timeline. We can then go to the heap snapshot, then we can hit Then we can record the heap snapshot currently. As you can see, the array has some memory, but it is not so much that it is going to cause an issue. Next, we hit click me. The spike is there of 3.1 MB. Then we will click on collect garbage for the garbage collector to run. As you can see, the memory got cleared. Then we click on heap snapshot again, and as you can see, the array has some size, but it is not as much as it was previous. So like there is no double downing in size. In the previous example, if you saw the array size doubled in the second snapshot, currently the array size is almost same. So this is the difference between having a memory leak and not having a memory leak. So in that case, the heap size was not getting removed and the heap size was remaining same. But currently the VM instance remains cleared and we don't have a spike in the memory. So this was a simple short tutorial on how to detect memory leaks in JavaScript and how to fix them. Obviously, fixing memory leaks is not so easy as I showed, but this was the core focus of the tutorial was on debugging the memory leaks and understanding how to check whether your heap size is increasing by some interactions. So if you have a complicated website, go to the allocations first and then do some interactions on your page. If you see spikes like this, then go to the constructors and see where the size is increasing. So first thing that you need to do is go to profiles and check whether the heap size is increasing on your interactions. The moment you see increase in interactions, then you go to the allocation instrumentation timeline and then record those events where the heap size is increasing. Then go to the snapshot and select the whichever value has the maximum retained size here and check whether what is causing that. In our case, it was an array which was not getting emptied, which is why it was getting doubled. If you want to see that again, I am just going to comment this out. Hit save. Then I'm going to open this in a new tab. And we are going to again go into the snapshot. And as you can see, the heap size is currently 600 KB. Now we go to allocation instrumentation. We hit record. We hit click me. And profiles, as you can see, there is a spike. I hit click me again. And there should be a spike. Then I stop recording. As you can see, there was a two spikes. Here the array size was 2 MB and here it again got increased by a bit. So this is what the snapshot says. Next, what we can do is we can again go to profiles and currently it is at 4.6 MB. If I click on collect garbage value, that is the difference here. The heap is not getting cleared. In the clear memory case, the heap was getting cleared and it was going back to 1 MB. So this can clearly show you that memory leak is fixed using the empty array. And that is basically what you can do to debug memory leaks in JavaScript. JavaScript is ready optimized, the garbage collector works properly, but you need to make sure that you write code which is optimized and it allows the JavaScript to collect garbage values. And yeah, I'm going to share a link to the article which tells about this all in detail. And this video is going to be there in that tutorial as well. So yeah, that's it from my end for today. Please like the video if you found it useful. Comment on the channel for any feedback and subscribe to this channel for more such videos in future. That's it from my end for today. Thank you and a nice day. Goodbye.